17 of Gilliland. Second in line. Well, we're going to see the back of the replay first.
Yeah, an issue for the 28 of Brian Doza. That got into the 42 of Robbie Lyons. That's why he got into the outside wall.
But, you know, you can let your air pressures down on your left side tires and promote grip. That helps. There you see Doza with the issue. Goes up and catches Lyons. Robbie did a great job of keeping in the gas.
I think minimal damage to the right side of that truck.
Top of the screen, you see the yellow truck on the right. Started to go sideways ahead of him. Looked like Cicerelli not. Oh, look at that damage. And then just nowhere for Chris Fontaine and that blue and yellow 47 truck to go.
You could see the fire come out of the exhaust. He was off the gas for sure, but just couldn't get stopped in time.
So the 02 of Dipple, the 47 of Fontaine, and the 49 of Cicerelli. And here's another look at it.
Oh, it looks like Timothy Peters maybe got a bump draft that went awry, and Dipple was just an innocent bystander in that, trying to dodge what potentially was an issue, and then Fontaine with nowhere to go.
Yeah, just slides right up in front of Chris Fontaine.
Well, that's a group of drivers behind them fortunate that they didn't get collected and gathered up in that mess. Could have involved a lot more than just three.
Let's take a look here.
The 2 of Creed right there in the middle, and
it looked like Jordan Anderson had some sort of an issue and slowed, it looked like. Well, and then Creed ran in the back of him.
Not sure Sheldon Creed had anywhere to go.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, Jordan looks. Looked like the left front tire looked a little funny on that truck. Possibly maybe a left front tire going down.
You know, Phil, he was running. Jordan was in the 5th position when they entered turn 1 and 2. We were on board the truck behind him, and there were sparks coming from behind the truck. I think maybe Jordan felt something was going wrong and pulled up. I don't know.
Maybe trying to get out of the way.
Moffitt, Sauter, Snyder, Gus Dean, Jordan Anderson, of course, Sheldon Creed, Grant Enfinger, Stuart Friesen, Austin Wayne Self, Brennan Poole, Christian Eckes, all with varying degrees of damage.
I just don't think Jordan realized that the 2 of Creed was inside of him as much as he was. Came down a bit. Angela Ruck's just doing a great job running up inside the top 5. We're going to hop on board with her and watch all this materialize. There's Jordan when he went up. She filled that hole and then looked behind her.
Behind you. Behind you. Caution.
From Brett Moffitt's view.
Brett Moffitt got hung in the outside. Nowhere to go really for all these trucks once the contact was made with the 3 of Jordan Anderson.
I just think Jordan tried to maybe close a hole that, and is right on the back of Austin Hill, pushing a bit, and when he comes off this turn, just the inexperience of not knowing the nose was going to be light when he exits the corner because of being right on the back of the 16, and the truck just goes around.
And I think then he grabs the steering wheel when that truck goes high right there. He grabs the steering wheel, turns a little bit left, and that's all it took.
How he didn't collect others, it's amazing.
Right there, the front end just goes light on him, up the hill, cranked it left like you said, Phil, then back to the right, but it was too late.
The hard shot into the safer barrier.
Ben Rhodes was able to take advantage of.
Trying to get a little run going. 18 goes to the outside, a little bit of a bump from Gill, and it just caught him at the wrong place. These bumpers don't match up all that well. A lot of times just caught him at the wrong place and turned him sideways into the wall.
Nice evasive driving here. Watch Matt Crafton as it all goes wrong to his outside. There's the bump.
You can help him pass. Easy, nice and easy. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. 3 wide bottom, 3 wide bottom, 3 wide bottom. Middle, you're clear.
Did you see how aware Crafton was of everything that was going on around him? As soon as he saw that go bad, to the apron he goes. And watch the job that David Gilliland does. Those trucks are crashing right in front of
There's no way he misses that.
Right in front of that blue truck with Valvoline on the hood. He's able to sneak through.
A little bit of damage there to that right front of David Gilliland. In the 44 Peters right behind him.
Greenfield tries to make it 3 wide. He went high. When that closed, he decided to go back low, but Timothy Peters had already filled that hole. Phil, we're inside 10 to go. You can't leave holes open, and it was just a case where Greenfield left a door open. Timmy went through the door, and it was too late for Greenfield to throw the block.
I tell you, I think there's even less damage on that 68 truck of Greenfield. Let's take a look at it. It's going to be a great view from here. He goes up the 16 blocks. Then he said, okay, I'm going to get back behind the 16. But Timothy has already stuck his nose in the center, which is what he's supposed to do, and try to shove the 68 to the outside and get him out of the draft. And unfortunately, they make that contact.
And again, Crafton narrowly missed that incident.
That's a broken record.
Yeah, you know what Crafton's thinking? I don't know how I'm going to pass these guys unless they all just crash.
And he keeps moving up as each crash occurs.
And that's exactly what. Let's see what happened. There was a move here by Austin Hill to get to the bottom. Rhodes blocked it, and that just stacked them up behind, Phil.
Yep.
You could see Shelton Creed did a perfect job. He was to the outside of Dean. Dean blocked. And look at Crafton in the yellow truck, sneaking by all that on the high side.
How did he avoid the sliding up to the wall 17 of David Gilliland?
That block right there that Dean threw on Creed started it. It was just too late.
Just got him a little bit loose there. Caught the 99 of Ben Rhodes. Watch the 17. Barely avoids hitting the 88 of Matt Crafton.
And we mentioned every time there's a caution, Crafton just moves up another spot or two, and he has done that again.
Watch this block here by Dean. Right there, moves up in front of Creed. Creed still had some room to go higher, but stood his ground, and it turned Dean around.
And how does Crafton... Oh, he does take a little bit of contact. Very little, but... so he's going to probably have a little bit of left front damage, but considering...
There's so few trucks in the race.
Boyd, by the way, Boyd and Rayom each have an extra 7 or 8 laps of fuel in their trucks, and they are the drivers that will be starting in the second row as Crafton and Hill pitted on lap 60.
See a little bit of contact. The 22 of Austin Wayne Self got into the back of the 63 of Bobby Gerhardt, takes both of those trucks into the outside wall.